I know, I know. Another G-Shock square. Surprise, surprise, right? This time I went ahead and I bought a white one, which I typically don't wear white. Recently, I've been wearing some white faced dialed analog watches, but I also feel like it's appropriate to buy a white G-Shock square. I want to tell you why. That picture, that man there, that is Kikou Ibe, and he is the inventor of Gshock. And it is no secret that he, in many occasions, most of the times when he's just working, and this guy does crazy amount of work, he wears a white square Gshock. This is the guy that invented him. He could wear whatever model he wants, and the majority of the time he wears a white square. It's not this model, but I'm going to get into that. And if you look at a lot of his just not scheduled pictures, he's wearing a white G-Shock square. If he has a scheduled photo shoot, he will wear his original black square one, and the thing is like from 1983. So that's why he brings that one out for his photo shoots. There's tons of information on Mr. eBay, and so I'm not sure if I'm saying his name right. I apologize if I'm butchering it. I'm still learning, and again, just sorry. So anyway, here I am going nuts with these G-Shock squares, and I bought this one. This is the gwx5600wa, and I think if you just put in that information, you'll get it. But after the WA, there is actually a -7A, and it was a 2-watch release. You can see they both have the same pattern on them. The watch that he wears in most of his videos, I think is also, I'm not sure exactly what model it is, because I've seen some with a negative display and I've seen some with the other one. But I just had the feeling that those are older pictures, and if he were to wear a white one today, that he would gravitate towards this one. The reason I say that is this one has the softer feel to the outside, where if you go with the Glide or Glide tied previous models, they had like a glossy feel to them, similar to how this carbon fiber one is. And on the white, it does work really good as far as resisting some staining to it. This non-glossy feel, you can see it's like a matte or satin finish. This could probably stain up easier than the glossy, but to me this feels nicer, smoother, softer, and just doesn't have any reflection off to it, so it's like a matte white. And then with this pattern on it, you know, it's more obvious. The pattern's more obvious in the brown one, but the white one is just so cool. And then they both have the nice milled case backs instead of the stamped one. Like some of the special edition G-Shock squares, they'll have this stamped case back, and they'll have different writings on them and everything, which is cool for a limited edition. But for some reason, when you get into the milled one, the way the screws are done and everything, they just don't seem to pull the hair at all. That it was pointed out to me that this style does. I mean, it's whatever, who cares really? I mean, but this just has a level of refinement that I think is just a little bit nicer quality. I mean, you can see it's just a nicer piece of metal back there. The fit and finish on it is really nice. And I don't know if these are necessarily I guess they are some sort of a special edition at some level. Like, these just came out this year, and I don't know if Casio G-Shock does like I can't find any information indicating that there are a certain number of them released, but I don't know. They come, they're on the market for a little bit and then they disappear. So I think it's one of those things that when they're new releases, just go ahead and grab them, because they're typically going to disappear, and then the price starts to climb on them. And then then you're hunting eBay and all the other sources to try to find one, and you may possibly pay a premium depending on what kind of condition you want it in. So I paid $152 for this one, and I think that's about the fair market value on eBay for it. I really don't know if it's going to go up or down on these. I wanted the white one because once I started doing some research and finding out that the inventor, in most cases, like I said, wears the white square. I'm like, well, I should have one in my collection. I have all the other squares, plus it ties in with the other release. So it was just these two, so might as well have both of them. Plus it's nice to have, something a little different. All the rest of them are black or dark colors. So I'm going to throw it on my wrist, which I have a little bit of a summer tan going. I'm your stereotypical white Caucasian with a little bit of a tan, so that white really, I don't know. I'm not used to wearing the white G-Shocks, so I think I could definitely pull it off for sure in the right setting. What's the rule, though? You're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day or something, so I'm not one for rules, so I'm almost certain to wear this the day after Labor Day. You can count on that. But other than that, I don't know how much time I'm going to get this one on the wrist, but I just felt like I had to have it. I definitely wanted to show you guys. I haven't seen any videos on it. All that information's right on the back there too. It's got the movement 3215, which is a tied tough solar movement. Just a great watch. For $152, you're getting a tough solar, and it has the multiband 6, and it's white, which is what the creator of G-Shock wears, is a white square. I think you have, in current production for $152, I think this would be the one to get as if you wanted to, emulate what the creator of G-Shock wears. This is the one I chose. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments.